Plain crepe and French coffee for me please. You always brag about French coffee though I don't see how it's different from normal coffee. Oh it is. But that isn't what makes it French. We can still make it to Argentina with the others. No main Führer, don't pull the trigger. Tadano can't sleep that night. You're looking a little low on HP Piplup. Here, have some of this milk that I've been carrying around in my room temperature bag for 3 days. Drink up. The wetter you get, the faster I come. For more information on lung cancer, keep smoking. How old were you when you realized that the dad in Jumanji was also the hunter? I was crying on someone's arms, and the guy got an erection. A shoulder to cry on becomes a dick to ride on. This Brazilian girl is a big fan of K-pop and all Korean culture, so her father without understanding much wanted to customize his party with the most famous Korean character he found. Are you religious? I'd like to introduce you to my religion. What's your religion? Adonatology. A religion where followers worship big curvy women's butts. I'm interested. You didn't see Timmy Turner wish for a big dick the whole time, so you know he was packing that schmeat. Goodbye Funky and Bam Bam. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Actor Ryan Grantham has been sentenced to life in prison for the shooting death of his mother. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. The last straw. When you see your sister making TikToks, you won't get anything done hoeing like that. Take it son. Slay all the pedophiles. But, that's suicide. Pardon? Oh my heart. This one asked for booby at bedtime tonight, having not boobed for a few days. Just before he latched on, he shared these words of wisdom with me. Booby is not actually just milk. It's a device that moves your love into me and my love into you. Joshua, aged 6 years and 5 months. Parent, were you smoking weed in your room? Teen, no. The family cat in the corner. I remember I got into an argument on Reddit a while ago with a person over Italian food. It got to the point they were following me into other subs to harass me. I clicked on their profile to block them, and their most recent post was them drinking their own piss on r/piss. At that moment I realized I had spent so much pointless time arguing about the taste of food with someone who drinks their own piss as a hobby. This site is a shithole. Mom killed 3 sons, so they wouldn't grow up to abuse women. How do I convince my capitalist friend that communism isn't bad? Our capitalist friend. Yes of course, my bad. Our bad. My mom said we should speak Thai in public, so we don't get targeted for speaking Mandarin, and I think it's so sweet that she's nice enough to believe that these stupid ducking racists can differentiate between Asian languages. Guy cosplays as 11 from Stranger Things, and we can barely tell the difference. When you break up with your online girlfriend and your sister starts to cry from the other room. Your cat, Milo, died at the age of 2. He died after your mother took him to a party where he accidentally ingested some methamphetamine and suffered an overdose. I saw a rat whilst eating here. That's called a mirror. Me staring at Superman after my 12-hour shift, just to see him throw my car to the villain and miss. Everyone wants your email address. Think twice before sharing it. Thanks for reading the Times. Create your free account or log in to continue reading. Oh my god, if baby oil dissolves condoms, what the duck does it do to babies? This may be shocking, but babies and condoms are made of different material. It's like rock paper scissors. Baby oil defeats condom. Baby defeats baby oil. Condom defeats baby. Grandma is dead, so let's eat all of her pills. Winner gets to go see grandma. If your height begins with a 5, I'll never date you. Me, relieved that I'm 5 feet 16. Sons of prostitutes How do you feel about what your mother did? Felt great. I even got a family discount. Hold the duck up. Tamika Hargrave died while cheating on her husband with her car mechanic. Tamika and the mechanic were having Shreks in a closed garage while the car was running when they both passed out from the fumes and died. They were later found by her husband. My mom making me come say hi to somebody I knew as a baby. My 13-year-old brother asked for my laptop, and this was his search history. How to impress English teacher. What is friends with benefits? Can kissing a girl make her pregnant? Amazon Mini TV Crush Test 3 cast only girls. Tanaya from Crush Test 3 Instagram ID. How to grow a beard. Do all girls like boys with beard? Make out spots in Patampura. And your first wishes. Triple world hunger. And your second? Double student debt. Also speed up climate change. Plus-sized women admit they aren't attracted to overweight men. Hold on, how come the women get to be plus size, but the men are overweight? You can choose superpower, but the first person to reply can choose a side effect. I'm black. It's the 1700s. Yesterday I asked my 12-year-old son what other kids at school think about him having 2 dads. His response, they don't care, but they don't like how I am immune to yo mama jokes. Yo mama so ugly, yo dad had to get a husband. I sniffed a girl's ass in school. There is this girl in my school that I like, and she is a straight baddie. Today she was walking through the hallway and everyone was staring. While she was passing, I decided to sniff her ass without her noticing as a joke. Everyone laughed and my friend pointed out she had a phone in her back pocket and she might have been recording. Now I'm worried she filmed me sniffing her ass. This is a reason why humanity has not achieved world peace. Monkeys like this who can't control their impulses. I'm white. Found in my backyard off Cedar Saint, pretty friendly, was very dirty. Seems to have been very hungry. Owner can DM me. By the way, I'm missing my tabby cat, so if you see it let me know. Thanks. Have you ever ate a date? Ate a date? Yes. What's that mean? Like ate their ass? It's a fruit. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Guys after Shreks. Busting makes me feel good. Girls after Shreks. He slimmed me. Identical twin brothers Josh and Jeremy married identical twin sisters Brittany and Brianna. Both couples gave birth to baby boys at the same time. Although technically cousins, the boys are genetically brothers. It gets more weird. Both families live together in the same house. Dude, your rent is $500. Girl, I don't have that much money with me. You done zipping? I think you can pay through some other way. Dad who just wants to play Monopoly with his kids. When someone sits on a man's lap, can you feel their dick? It's nearly Christmas, an opportunity to find out for yourself in a socially acceptable way. What does this mean? My son just got this text from a girl, and he is 13. Should I be worried? I think her dinner and dessert were perhaps a bit too hot, and she got burnt. I hope she is okay. Tell your son to check in on her for me. My husband once received a message like this from a work friend, and he got very nervous and headed straight over to her place to help. He is such a kind man, and I bet your son is too. No smoking. If your dick had a theme song, what would it be? Law and Order intro. Special skills. I can dance. I can fly. I can touch the rainbow in the sky. I can be your good friend. I can love you till the end. Okay, so first off, me and my family love to visit all different types of zoos, elephants being my all-time favorite. When we took my daughter to see the elephants, I was mortified by the absolute lack of care and concern. This elephant had the largest erection I have ever seen. My daughter began asking me what that was, and she's only 3. If the staff took care of these poor animals and relieved them, then maybe my 3-year-old wouldn't be asking about gigantic elephant erections. When all else fails, I can always masturbate to grandpa's ashes. Hi, do you accept children under the age of 2 at the festival? No, just credit card or cash, thanks. If this is a pair of scissors, then what the duck is this? Lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero movie. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Well, whatever it is, it's heading for the World Trade Center. Since hair can't be preserved in fossils, we can't rule out the possibility that dinosaurs looked like this. When I asked my daughter which costume she wanted for Halloween, she chose this. It seems the other kids aren't happy. Babe, I'm pregnant. And you're the father. Seriously, it's a prank. April Fool's Day, babe. You mean you're not pregnant? I mean you're not the father. The Teletubbies son baby has a baby. We've been alive for too long. My bill after getting bit by a snake. $153,161.25. Imagine your card declines and they bring the snake back in. Just pulled the door handle off. Safe to say it was as surprised as I was. In 2005, a South African man, Memellion, adopted a baby hippo after rescuing it from a river 6 years later. After years of bonding between the two, the hippo dragged him into that same river and ate him. No ma'am. A gangbang isn't proof you can work as part of a team. Safe, secure, protected, with minimal charges. Just like Prince Andrew. I wish Grandpa were here to see this. I've always liked older men. Huh, what the duck, Jonathan? Have you seen that potato peeler thingy? She left you 2 days ago. My wife wanted to disgrace me in the presence of her friends. She said I wasn't good in bed. She was shocked when they all disagreed with her. I like my whiskey like I like my men. Twice my agent from Scotland. Smoky, full-bodied and leaves you gasping a little. Left in an oak barrel for at least 3 years, with very little oxygen. I'm not saying this clock the wife got from Kmart is shit, but the alarm didn't go off this morning and the time is now 9 hours and 77 minutes. Teacher sees disco equipment from 12-year-old boy who hosted rave in school toilets. Hey, wanna visit that old house in our neighborhood? Yeah, sure, let's go, just the two of us. It's gonna be so romantic. Finally. Boss will be so happy. Not every day we get fresh organs of a teenage girl. This kid's life force should be enough to keep me young for the next 20 years. Minions, is it really true you guys used to work for Hitler? No silly, we only work for villains. I didn't hold the door for this girl, and she said I guess chivalry is dead. So I challenged her to a duel. Chivalry isn't dead, but she is. Boy turns in bag he found with $12,000 cash inside. I pray my kids aren't this ducking stupid. Florida man breaks into jail to hang with friends. How I lost my virginity to a thin mint coke. With pictures. I passed out like 3 times, but your birthday cake is done. If a girl ever pulls a knife on you during an argument, pull out bread, ham, and mayo. Instincts will kick in, and she'll make you a sandwich. Realization. Dick Lake Park. Girl, I love collecting things. Guy, trying to impress her. I have 692 gigabytes of porn. Anyone else having trouble with bears doing drug deals in their backyards? The England football team visited an orphanage in Russia yesterday. It's heartbreaking to see their little faces with no hope, said Vladimir, aged 6. Homosexuals serving openly in military in Turkey. Current status. Legal. Passive. Bottom. Gay men are not allowed to serve in the Turkish military. Active. Top. Gay men are permitted to serve in the armed forces. Airdrop. Mom would like to share a photo. Your father and I are getting a divorce. Chinese fart porn. My husband runs a sawmill, and look at these he cut today. Anyone else see a dog? I feel like I see more of a sad pig. Turn on your monitor. Jesus Christ. Ceasefire. Stay back. Marvel Loki. I'm better, I have a cool horn hat. Mythology Loki. I shapeshifted into a female horse and ducked a male horse and gave birth to an 8-legged horse son. Oh my god, I'm so glad they posted this. Because some people are meant to be wide and some small, and it's okay. Love yourself, queens and kings. Edit. Never mind, I think that's a gorilla, but still love yourself. So I'm writing you a ticket for driving alone in the carpool lane. You're going to feel real ducking stupid when you look in the trunk. I will never forget the time when I was at my friend's party. We were playing Truth or Dare, then suddenly girls dared me to go home. USA under 16 and El Salvador under 16. Wishing well. I wish to be irresistible to men. Poof. So my ex said he would get me a iPhone if I sleep with him. Please tell me you didn't do it. No, I'm not a cheater. Good, I love you, baby. 2 altar boys were arrested for putting weed in the sensor burner. Home Alone. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Home Alone 3, Home Alone HD. Home Alone, The Holiday Heist. Horny moms home alone with their dildos. Your ass is huge. I'm your mom. When you paid for an hour and you still have 58 minutes. Wee. Damn Fatima. Hello Ahmed. Yes, it's Fatima. I've just got my license. We are no longer together. Why are you telling me this? Just look left and right before you cross any road. May Allah protect you. I can hear my sister ducking her boyfriend right now. What do I do? I'm sorry, I'll stop. Yeah, thanks, it's weird. My mate has just seen the Chernobyl documentary. He actually grew up in Ukraine in the 1980s and was able to count at least 8 historical inaccuracies on one hand. So how much are you selling your PC for? £1,199.99. How much RAM does it have? I don't know. It belonged to my son that passed away recently. Get a Ouija board and ask him. But faster. He does exactly what I do. Look what I found in my mother's room. Man, I wouldn't watch that if I were you. Soccer moms of the 1980s raising the Karens of the 2020s. Can anyone tell me what this sign means? User. Super Shreks. Clever bot. Where is that? User. You start. Clever bot. But I don't know what role playing is. User. Takes off shirt. Clever bot. Takes out a gun. User. Slowly puts back on shirt. Clever bot. Lets him. Stop blaming video games. Some of you played Mortal Kombat your whole lives and never learned how to finish her. Pakistan woman marries her driver, says she fell in love with his gear changing style. Condoms aren't biodegradable. If you care about the planet, have unprotected Shreks. One condom is much less waste than the amount of waste a baby produces. A baby is biodegradable. What you crave in a relationship is what you lacked in your childhood. I'm figuring this shit out. Definitely didn't lack anal in my childhood, but okay. The say goodbye to the roof of your mouth starter pack. This is ridiculous. She's 11 and couldn't afford to buy sports shoes to complete, so she covered her feet with plasters and drew Nike logo on them. And guess what? Nike saw this and recruited her as a slave in their sweet shops. A pig's orgasm can last anywhere between 11 to 40 minutes. Wishing I was a pig right now. You got the looks. Go for it, champ. I have 5 more players to unlock. The earliest dildos were made from materials such as stone, tar, wood, bone, ivory, limestone, and teeth. Jumping off buildings. How high is too high? What's this? A sneak peek at the bathrooms of Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios parks. Feel even more immersed in the Mushroom Kingdom as you water these thirsty piranha plants. Pee in my mouth. No, pee in my mouth. Jim pee pee you woo. Should I smoke crack in front of my sister? She has no clue I do drugs besides weed, and she is really anti-drugs and shit. Would this be a power move? Why not? Crack makes me horny as duck though. Broken arms. I wish I didn't exist. Poof. Granted. Nothing changed. Look again. Anna, 23, thinks a Shreksual relationship between siblings is possible. She describes her twin brother as more like a boyfriend. Brother-sister incest in the UK is a lot more common than you'd think. Yo guys, I have this girl's nude, should I keep M? She died so I don't know. Since I have M, and she's dead, they are kinda like rare ass Pokemon cards. Discontinued by manufacturer type shit. I gave this homeless guy $5 and an old lady behind me told me he's just going to use it for drugs, so I confronted him and asked where I could also get drugs for $5. I have 2 employees that usually leave work at 6 PM. They are good, but I don't like that their commitment lasts 4 work hours only. What should I do as a CEO? You should copy and paste this complaint into a table in Microsoft Word 2007. Print it double-sided in landscape mode, fold it in half 8 times, soak it in olive oil, and shove it up your ass. Sea turtles can live 4 years. What's the secret to a long life? A burden-free life. Mommy? Nope. Me, peas on the side of the bowl to be more quiet. My brother trying to eat his cereal. It's delicious, and you're sure they grow back. Every time. You have forgotten me, symbol. Remember who you are. Get the duck out of my clouds. Remember Simba. Dad, knowing Zeus, that's probably not what he'd actually be doing if he saw Mufasa bent over like that. I know Amazon drivers be like, damn this house again. I work on ambulance, the thought is the exact same. I just came back from the doctors, and they told me I'm very sick. Sick of everyone's bullshit. TikTok would also be a great name for a senior citizens dating app. Man reportedly travels 1500 miles to surprise girlfriend, finds her with another man. They're demolishing a building on my street, and my 90-year-old neighbor is full of glee because they don't know what's in the cellars. Ex-soldier raids animal shelter with assault rifle in full tactical gear to get cat back. He launched a one-man raid on an animal shelter after he believed that his missing cat was being held at the facility. What if you were about to get head from the xenomorph and you pulled your pants down and she started laughing and said looks like a job for the little mouth? A man goes to hell. The devil greets him and says you have to pick your torture. Pick wisely because this will be your torture for eternity. The man goes through hundreds of rooms but can't decide until he sees a room where a man is sitting on a couch, watching football on TV, and getting a blowjob from a cheerleader. The man says this is what I want to do for eternity. The devil says are you sure? The man screams hell yes. The devil goes up to the cheerleader and says you can stop now. I found someone to replace you. Surprising my 1 millionth subscriber by taking his wife to dinner. A Pakistani man named Satabaksh opened a cafe shop with a Starbucks logo with his face on it and named it Satabaksh. Starbucks sued him and they lost because he said that's my name and face in the logo. Teacher, draw your family tree. The Alabama kid. Dick the birthday boy. Not Productive Productions 3504. What your playstyle says about you. Or, you've thrown your controller at least twice.